Quick hitters, most impressive newcomer so far.
Matthew Golden. Man, I think he's shown up since day one and just really shown his play style. Showing what he's all about. I think he came in really polished and has been making plays since day one. He's got very aggressive hands. He's a smooth route runner. He's got speed. So I think for him, it's just continue to understand the playbook and wrap his head around everything that we have in, because we have a very deep system. But when you can see when he knows what he's doing, he's feeling confident. He's been playing lights out.
Okay, Rotoworld Player News. That was our friend Kevin Clark on This Is Football talking to Jordan Love. The Packers wide receiver room, Matthew, is an annual discussion. A lot of names, a lot of just human beings in this receiver room. Not even to mention the great Tucker Kraft.
Right.
Luke Musgrave's still around too, but the receivers.
Who knew Mecole Hardman was there, by the way? Who knew Mecole Hardman? Be honest at home. You guys didn't know. Yeah.
Dontavian Wicks has been a breakout candidate.
Sure.
Seemingly every year. Savion Williams might
Yeah.
get some
Tavian
run
Wicks
too.
good for real.
Yeah.
You just can't tell right now because there's 82 receivers on the team.
That's true, but Savion Williams is kind of like a nice, trendy dynasty pick.
Who do you think is going to be the best receiver on the Packers?
I got to say Jaden Reed is going to be sort of my call. I think I know Matthew Golden is getting all sorts of love. And he's got the draft capital, obviously, and Christian Watson is struggles to stay in that lineup, hurt again as well. But I just feel like Jaden Reed, because he's in the slot, I think in terms of just sort of overall value. I'm answering that question from a both where he's being drafted and production standpoint, because I think maybe Golden outproduces, but I think with Jaden Reed, because he's in the slot, they do manufacture touches for him a little bit as well. So it's close, but if you're asking me to pick one Packers wide receiver this year, give me Jaden Reed.
Give me Romeo Doubs.
Okay.
All right,
Romeo
interesting.
Doubs.
Yeah.
He's got that's proven good rapport with Jordan Love in the passing game. Jordan Love just said the best newcomer was Matthew Golden, right? About a month before that, he was asked to name his top 5 receivers in the league. He named 4 that was legit, you know what I'm saying? Then the 5th one was Romeo Doubs. Now, why did he pick him? Out of all 12 Green Bay receivers, he picked Romeo Doubs.
Remember, like two.
I'll tell you why. Because he knows that he needed to boost his ego. Because the rest of the guys are actually good. So Romeo Doubs.
Look, remember,
yeah.
Romeo Doubs. What did he do last year where he cursed out the team?
Yeah.
He came back
He did.
and had 8 catches, almost 100. They was like, he's so good that we don't care what he said to us. He's getting these targets. So I'm going to go Romeo Doubs for now.
Jordan Love is ranked top 6 in touchdown rate both seasons as a starter. He's been productive. He can get the ball there. The challenge of the Packers really isn't the talent. It's so many mouths to feed on a team that does want to be balanced and likes to run the ball with Jacobs. And so that's why I sort of like Reed, because I feel like of all the guys, Reed has the most secure role. The other guys are going to go in and out on the outside and everything like that. And I know they've played some of those other guys in the slot, but really, Jaden Reed is their slot guy.
Yeah.
And so I feel like he's got the most secure role as Golden is battling with Doubs, and you've got Wicks in the mix, and and Mecole. We're going to send a few wind sprints
That's
for
who it's
Mecole
really
Hardman.
going to be.
Watch, right, exactly.
Positive regression for Jaden Reed coming out a lot of drops last
Yeah.
year. The Athletics' Dan Duggan believes it's unclear how long Cam Skattebo will be sidelined, dealing with a hamstring injury, Lawrence. So this is good news for Tyrone Tracy from a fantasy perspective.
Yeah, and let me be honest here about this Giants backfield, because I've been going to the practice watching with my eyes. Now, Cam Skattebo, he's hurt
Scout
now.
Lawrence.
Little scout,
Yeah.
That's why I think people should draft Wan'Dale Robinson with their last pick. But about this Giants backfield, Cam Skattebo, he's getting first-team reps,
Okay.
but not significant enough to, Tyrone Tracy is the dude, easily the dude. Cam Skattebo, he'll have some good runs here and there. He's had a good camp, but mostly he's been rotating in with the twos. He's probably going to be the backup when he comes back. It is healthy, and they'll work his way in, but not a situation where, we saw Bucky Irvin and Rachaad White last year.
Yeah.
He'll get his run because he's a good running back. Skattebo hasn't got a good skill set, but Tyrone Tracy for now.
Tracy averaged over 13 fantasy points per game last year in the 12 starts that he had. Talented guy. Questions about the offensive line here with the Giants as well. And if Skattebo, take some of those touches away. It's not ideal, but Skattebo will drop a few spots when I do my next rankings update as well. I don't mind a flyer on Tyrone Tracy. Like I love Tyrone Tracy as a player. So I was bummed when they took Skattebo just from a fantasy perspective. But I do think there's going to be a little bit of a committee, and so Tracy probably has the upper hand in that committee and might be more of the value, but not going to be the best offense in the world.
Yep. Well, it's first week of August, so let's get to some Niners running back injury news. It is the time of year. Isaac Guerendo, according to head coach Kyle Shanahan, is going to miss a few weeks with a shoulder. So I'll see you in 2026, Isaac Guerendo.
Yeah, the last time we heard Kyle Shanahan say, McCaffrey's going to be ready for the season. Oh, no, he'll be there after week 1. No, it was 4 weeks. And then ultimately, missed all those games, missed the first 8 games, I believe, everything like that. Jordan James, I think, is really interesting. Now, they've got Amir Abdullah there. They've got Patrick Taylor. They got a couple of guys. But Jordan James is the rookie they drafted that, and Connor Rogers and all of us talked about this when he got drafted. He's the one that feels the most skill set-wise as to what Kyle Shanahan likes to run. And as you know, whether it's Guerendo or Jordan Mason or Elijah Mitchell or whatever, Shanahan just finds these running backs. So I do feel like as we sort of try to figure out the pecking order of who is behind CMC, kind of like Jordan James, and this injury to Guerendo doesn't help.
Okay, let's take a look at some depth charts that have been released. Now, these are unofficial depth charts, and I find
and they're often put together by interns.
Yeah, it's put together by interns, and the head coach doesn't necessarily always have a say, and it seems like there is a default to putting rookies at the end of the depth chart. It's just a thing that teams do each year. So we look at the Broncos' unofficial running back depth chart. J.K. Dobbins, coming over from the Chargers after his great comeback season. Jaleel McLaughlin, the immortal Audric Estime, Tyler Beatty, Blake Watson, and then RJ Harvey, who in reality is going to be higher than that. Jags, wide receivers, not that many of them in Washington, but Brian Thomas Jr., he's the number 1. Travis Hunter, who it was very interesting, Liam Cohen saying on the Rich Eisen show that Travis Hunter, the expectation is he's going to end up playing up to 80% of the snaps on offense when they get him fully ramped up. Diami Brown, and then Parker Washington, Matthew's secret crush. And then the Steelers' unofficial running back depth chart. Jaylen Warren listed as the starter with Najee Harris gone. Kenneth Gainwell coming across from Philadelphia. Caleb Johnson, who I still think has the most upside of anyone in this group. And then Trey Sermon, who feels like he's often 4th on depth chart.
Yeah, I don't think there's any surprise with the Steelers, especially as Caleb Johnson gets up to speed on pass protection, that Jaylen Warren is going to be somebody that Arthur Smith trusts quite a bit. The Broncos backfield, okay, that's a Sean Payton thing, but it's going to be Dobbins and Harvey. I am the more who is on YouTube asking, what do y'all think of this Harvey news being the Broncos' 5th string? Coach is playing tricks.
Yes.
I don't even think it's the coach playing tricks. I think it's just he's a rookie.
Tricks.
Yeah, intern playing tricks. He has Lawrence, he has too much draft capital for them to have him be 5th string.
Draft capital. How about talent, skill, and ability? If R.J. Harvey was drafted in 6th round, I would still be thinking his depth chart look crazy right now. But it's, we ain't hit the season yet, so.
Yep. Okay.
To me, the most interesting thing of all those depth charts was Travis Hunter being listed as a starting wide receiver and as a backup corner. And you combine that with the comments that Cohen made on Eisen's show, that you're sort of like, if you knew right now he was playing 80% of the snaps on offense, Travis Hunter should be going inside the top 20, maybe even the top 15.
Yep.
He is that good.
Agreed. Our last item here, Cleveland.com's Mary Kay Cabot reports that Shedeur Sanders will start the Browns' first preseason game against the Panthers. Football is back. Shedeur against the Panthers. And Shedeur Sanders, he drinks free, Matthew.
You know what? Yeah, and I'll turn this over to Lawrence because I will say this. This poor kid, Shedeur Sanders, just took so much grief throughout the draft process. And look, I think some of it he brought on himself. Lawrence, you have to admit that, him and the family in terms of how they handle it. But he got way more crap than he deserved. And so I think it's good, good for the kid.
All he did was play football and be handsome. I don't know what Shedeur did, man.
But at least some of the attitude and the dad saying he doesn't want to be drafted by certain teams, and
I didn't know that was true.
Yeah,
I didn't. But,
we did a TV interview. Dion,
the Browns will finally get to see that he's their best quarterback, so they should be able to drink free too.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Rotoworld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.